Morning, students. Good morning, students. Yeah, some technical issue. Imtiaz, good morning. Aditya, good morning. Manikant, good morning. Aarti, good morning. Good morning. Yogesh, good morning. Nitish, good morning. Mohit, good morning. Good morning. Anusha, good morning. Ritesh, good morning. Archita, good morning. Deepa, good morning. Bali, good morning. Ajay, good morning. Good morning. Ramesh, Ankur, good morning. Arpit, good morning. Good morning. Ramya, Anil, good morning. Sarthak, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Bhaskar, Manisha, right? Gautami, good morning. Reddy, good morning. Shubham, very good morning to everybody. Right, thank you. Right, students, like, yeah, yeah, the problem is we are left with the syllabus, like, right? That's my problem on this, right? So, as we have seen yesterday, one of the chapter students, like, now, maybe time permits, I'll come back to the exercise. Maybe we'll take the exercise also, as I have shown you yesterday. Just before that, we will see one exercise, students, like, it's not exercise exactly, but something about the correlatives and connectors, we call them as. I have already written it for you so that it is easy for us. Let us not waste our time. That's my main focus here now, right? So if you go through what we call it as this connectors, students, like, now, generally what happens, like, they follow something. Examiner may use the sentence with either or. With either, he may go with something else, like what we call it as like neither nor. Sometimes neither or, examiner may come with neither nor. So little bit care has to be taken into consideration, students, like, now, not only then we have to go with the but also. When you activate the word both, we also use the word both, Ravi, and there is a word that follows, as well as soon, what we call it as, like, right? So sometimes especially these 4 word students, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 word students, like, uh, examiner, especially what they do is that they follow certain, what we call it as, like terms. I call it as, like, what is that? Like terms. Like terms. What do you mean by like terms, students? Like, after either, if you have noun, after or also there should be noun. That is a rule that you should follow. Examiner will give something else. I'll give the exercise afterward. Just wait for, let me finish up this one now. After either, if there is an adjective, students, like, supposing, immediately after that one also there should be adjective. So whatever it is, students, like, now, whichever parts of speech that you find. In other words, I'm writing here now, same parts of speech you have to follow. Same parts of speech. Which one? With either or, neither nor, not only but also, both and, as well as. Okay, right. Now, there are other 3, 4 terms, students, like, now, in English, they also follow some pattern, like, as soon as sentence can be converted into no sooner than. As soon as sentence can be converted into hardly when. When you begin with no sooner, there should be then, there cannot be when. When you begin a sentence with hardly, you have to end with when. Examiner will jumble. Hardly, then he will say. Scarcely when. I'll come back to the sentences. Don't worry, students. Like, leave it to me, this one. I'll take care of these 4 sentences, like, right? How to change from one to another now, right? When you begin a sentence, for example, you see here, to expression, like, so that not. Enough to, so that. I mean, to is equivalent to so that not. This is a negative sentence. That's why there is a word negative here now. Enough to is equal to so that. And we have seen sometimes, like, expressions like same as, same that, such as, such that. Such expressions should go on. When you begin a sentence, though, you can end with yet, but not with but. Examiner will come with but, right? The sentence whether or is equal to if or. This is the most important one. Frequently I find in examination, unless itself is a negative word. There should not be one more negative word in the given sentence, like unless he does not come, don't say. Unless he comes, I will not go. Then it's okay. Next sentence can be negative. Unless he doesn't is negative there. Unless is negative, there cannot be one more negative in the given sentence now. Okay, right. And that is equivalent to if not. The sentence can be made it as if not. Wait, there is an exercise. I'll come back to that one also. Students, like just wait now, right? When you begin a sentence with conjunctions like these are actually conjunctions, students, like conjunctions. Already there is a conjunction as, then, why, again, so, there. So you should not use the word so there. Since, for, because, examiner frequently tests these words. So take care, again, there should not be any double conjunction, students. Like, okay, right? In spite of is equal to despite. Don't use the word despite of. There is no expression called despite of. I find the students using the word despite of, like no praise, right? So in spite of is equal to despite. Then what follows after that? Now, after in spite of, there can be noun, there can be pronoun, or there can be ing form. Just wait. There is an exercise. I'm coming back to that. Just wait. Okay. So in spite is equal to despite, yeah, noun, yeah, pronoun plus ing form. So that is what we have to see. Now, the meaning of that in spite of despite is equal to though although, but though although takes something else, like though although plus subject plus verb. It takes a subject plus verb now. It takes a clause. Which one? Though although takes a clause, in spite of despite it takes a phrase. That is a difference, that's all. So from phrase you can convert into clause without changing its meaning sometimes. Just wait. Now, so that expression, provided that, and when you begin a sentence with less there should be the word should in the sentence also. They will give you shall, they will give you will. You have to convert them, students. Like now, the word lest is equal to for fear that. Lest is equal to for fear that. Lest is equal to in order that. Lest is equal to so that not. How? Just wait. When I come to this exercise, I'll try to talk about that. The word no is equal to not any is equal to not any. If a given sentence not any is equal to again no. Yesterday we have seen one of the sentences there. Nobody is equal to not anybody. Nothing is equal to not anything. None is equal to not or not one. No one is equal to not any or not one. Yes, sometimes a given sentence can be changed into no sentence can be changed into not any. Not is there, again, don't use the word, again, one more not. We cannot use the expression, students, like now, right? So these are all called sometimes correlatives, like now, right? So maybe if I go with the correlative, students, like now, let me just see. There is some short, maybe I think exercise could be there. So actually the chapter name would be conjunction, students. Like, you can note down the slide number 184. So this one slowly I'll just go with that, students. Now few areas of concern. Let me see if I can just work out with this one and see. So few of the questions, just let me see what we have seen just now, right? So maybe if you have seen that correlative conjunctions we have seen now. So based on that, I think if we can work out little bit of so that, right, students, now let us see. Now, just look at this exercise, students. Like it's very easy. Now, the chapter name is conjunction. Put either, neither, or nor in the blank. It's very easy now, right? Now, for example, if you just happen to see that sentence, students, now, his son is dash clever, dash industrious. He's a dunce like. So, what should we fill here, students? Now, his son is. So, for example, like now, because he's giving, he's a dunce, he says now. So his son is neither. So we have to use the word what we call it as students like now, neither clever. Now you see here the word clever. What did I say now? This is adjective now. You see here, this is adjective place. After neither there is adjective. Then after nor also should be what now? Adjective it has to be there, definitely. Neither clever nor industrious. He is a dunce now. Now you see, after neither adjective, after nor also adjective. Just now I told you now that decorum has to be followed. Industrious is adjective, students, now, right? So his son is neither clever nor industrious. He's a dunce now. Are you able to understand, students, now? So after neither adjective, nor also will be adjective. Same parts of speech. Just now I told you now, right? My father will give me either a watch, because why? There is an expression or here. So which means we have to use the word either itself here now, either a watch or a mobile for my birthday. Now you see that I shall go to hospital dash on Sunday, dash on Tuesday, but on Wednesday. Means neither on Monday nor on Tuesday now. Same now. So after neither there is a preposition. After again nor also there is a preposition, which means actually noun and noun now. So there is a word or here. So you have to use the word he can't either read or write. He can. There is a word nor here now, so which means neither read nor write. Are you able to understand? So work out with the expressions like either or expression, students. Like if any doubts, you can come back to me. Rewrite the sentence using unless now. Now let us see such expressions again now. So if you come across such kind of sentences, students, like now, you will find such expressions. You will find there just the exercise B. Let me just see the exercise B. Just 1 minute. Right here now, rewrite the sentence using unless now. Now, what did I use the word unless, students, like now? Unless is itself is a negative sentence. Just now I told you now, right? Let us see now. If you do not work hard, you will not pass your examination. Now, how we are going to use it now? Very simple way of calculating, students, like now. Just now I told you unless is equivalent to if not, I said now. You see the formula there. So he has given how to change now. It's very easy now. Unless you work hard. Now don't use the word unless you do not work hard is good. Unless is equal to what? Just now I told you, no? Unless is equal to if not. Unless you work hard, you will not pass your examination. Okay, you please work out with others one. I won't help him if he does not ask me. If he does not ask me, what we call it? Unless he helps him. I won't help him if he does not ask me now. If he does not ask me now, I won't help him unless he asks me. That's all. So wherever if not, then we have to place it to if not, then we have to use the word now. I won't help him unless he asks me. Over. So I just want you to work out with these ones and check and see whether you can do the other ones, or like please other ones try to do by yourselves. And if any difficulty, you come back to me, I'll explain afterwards. Now please try to do it by yourselves, this exercise, students, now, right? I've just given one exercise, but it's very important this is because examiners frequently have tested this now. Very important. Even last year also they have asked this one now. Where is it? She will lose it if she is not careful. She will lose it unless she is careful. Over. Very easy. Right? Very good. Now we'll move on to the rewrite the sentences using to expression to show that not. The coffee is very hot. You see here now. All right. Sometimes maybe I'll just go with one or two expression, students, like now. Right, here we go. So the expression is what we call it as like 2 is equal to, what did I say, students? Now, so that not. Okay, right, very easy. Now we'll just make it as one sentence. Now the coffee is very hot, I cannot drink it now. So what is that? I have to explain here now. The coffee is, so if we meet what we call it as students, like now maybe just one sentence if we can say, the coffee is too hot to drink. Now sometimes people use the word like coffee is too hot to drink it, they use the word. Now here the word expression, it is not necessary because it is simple sentence now. So to expression is a simple sentence. Already I'm talking about the coffee, then again it again, like so redundancy. The coffee is too hot to drink now. Okay, to expression now. That should be is equivalent to what should be, the coffee is that is equal to the coffee. The coffee is so hot that I cannot drink it. It is okay here now. Now, when you go with the simple sentence, from simple sentence you are moving to complex sentence, please. But without changing its meaning. That is exactly the transformation of sentence now. The coffee is too hot to drink now. Now the expression too is what we call it as students, like now it is generally it is adverb actually. It is adverb and it is negative word. It is negative word. It is negative word, which means more than enough. When you have more than enough, then that's negative now. More than enough. More than enough. So that is exactly more than enough now. That's why it is negative sentence now. So two is negative. That's why there is one more word negative now. It has to meet the parallel meaning of that sentence now. So the coffee is so hot that I cannot drink now. You see here, there are two clauses here now. The coffee is so hot is one clause. That I cannot drink it is another clause. So that is the conjunction here now, which is joining two sentences. So from simple sentence, I have changed to complex sentence, but without changing its meaning now. But here we have to use the word it now because I cannot drink what? It means then again it is referring to coffee, students, like now. So take care, such kind of sentences, like maybe you can work out very carefully and see. I'll just go with one more sentence now. Right, I'm not giving much explanation now, so it is understood here. This is that is the word. It's a conjunction, students, like now. What is that? It's a conjunction here now, right? Now we'll go on with the next word, students, like now. Let me see. Just D sentence also. Let me just to go with that now. D, what is that? D sentence, students, now. So maybe enough to is equal to what is that now? That's what we have to say. Just so one example, I'll just take it as students, like just now we said now enough to is equal to so that. Okay, enough to is equal to so that. This is also last year question, gate question, students. Just pay little attention, then I think the note will be there in front of you. Combine each pair of sentence now. So enough to is a simple sentence and so that is a complex sentence. So how can we change from enough to, students, like now? Let us see. So enough is a very positive word, I should say. It is a positive word, students, like now. Sufficient, something what we call it as a sufficient. So sufficient. So that's why it is called a positive word, students, like now. So therefore sometimes కిందకి వచ్చి జూమ్ చేయలేదు. అదేది మళ్ళీ
ఇది వేరే సిస్టమ్ ఇందులోనే
కాదు కాదు స్టూడెంట్స్ ది అది పోయింది. అది ఇది కూడా వస్తుంది. అది చిన్న స్లైడ్ ఉంటుంది మీద మీద పెట్టిన మరి మీరు ఒకసారి ఇది స్లైడ్ ఇక్కడ రావాలంటే Right, students. So the word sufficient is a positive word and it has a positive sense. So maybe one or that examples, like if you can just go with one or two examples, you will understand it better. So for example, you will see here. Just a minute, students. Right, students, like let us take one example, like maybe so that you will understand. As I said, the word sufficient is a positive word and the expression also should be now. The word enough, you also have to know the word enough is both adjective and what we call it as adverb. Students, like try to understand, it is adjective, at the same time it is adverb. Students, now as adjective, it falls after, falls after or before a noun. That's all. That's what you have to understand. Like, so falls after or before a noun. As an adverb, falls after an adjective. Falls after an adjective. Try to understand, because this is a gate question. Before or after nouns, that's what the problem, or before or after the verb, that was the problem, students, like now, right? So maybe I'll just go with one example so that you will easily understand, students. Like, maybe I'll take it one example, like he is rich enough to, so maybe if I say he is rich, he can buy a car. For example, if I say he is rich, he can buy a car. For example, he is rich enough to buy a car, equal to is so rich that he can buy a car. Now try to understand this concept, students. A simple thing, like little bit of explanation. Now let us see. Rich is adjective. Try to understand, please. Rich is adjective. What does it? If it is adjective, falls after or before a noun. I said now falls after or before a noun. Now, so if it is adjective, now falls after or before a noun. Now you see here, now enough as an adjective. Now if you see that word, like he is rich enough now to buy a car, if you say, now rich is adjective, students, like now rich is adjective. Now falls after an adjective. Now enough is adverbial now, because adverb modifies. Like, for example, if I say is a good boy, is a very good boy. Very good. How good boy? Very good boy. Now what did I say now? If it is adverb, what happens? Like, it falls after an adjective. Now you see here now, after an adjective, please don't say is enough rich, don't say. You have to say is rich enough, do you say? Last time that was the confusion in the gate, like 4 sentences they are given, is rich enough or is enough rich. Students confused. So since it is adjective here, this enough has to fall after an adjective, Now, is it okay? Right, to buy a car, students, like now, right? Now, as an adjective, I have not activated yet. I'll come back to that now. The same sentence is so rich that he can buy a car. Now, again here, this is one clause and this is another clause. I'm trying to use just students now, and that is doing the work of a conjunction here now. Just wait. Those students who have doubts, I'll come back to you that. Just wait till I come back to students now, right? He's so rich that he can buy a car now. So the conjunction, and this is again a complex sentence, like from simple sentence, we are moving to a complex sentence now. I'll just give one noun sentence also so that you will understand better, students. Now, for example, let me just go with one example now. So the same thing, like, for example, if I say, I have money enough to buy a car. Yeah, I have enough money. I have enough money to buy. I have money enough to buy a car. I have enough money to buy a car. Most of the students would tell me, sir, as my knowledge goes, I have enough money to buy a car. People say, this is right. But today I will say this also is right. I have money enough. Why? You see the rule there? As an adjective falls after or before a noun now. So this is, you see, noun. So after, now you see that after a noun, money enough is absolutely right. Or what we call it as like before a noun now. So this is noun and it is before. So there is no harm with that. I have money enough to buy a car. I have enough money to buy a car. Are you able to understand students now? I just want you to go with this one and try to do the exercises by yourself, now, right? See, work out. The fruit is ripe. You can eat it. Try yourselves. Let me see whether you can do that. Try yourselves, please. 1 minute, students. Yeah, are able to work out? The fruit is ripe, you can eat it. The box is light, he can carry it. He's very tall, he can jump over the wall. I just want you to do it by yourselves. Okay. If you have any difficulty, I'll be in a position to help you and guide you students now. Let us say now. So let me also move on with 1 or 2 more expressions, then we'll see how it is, how we can work out. Like, let us see here now, students now, right? Let us see. Okay, good. Now, if we can just go with 1 more bit of this kind. Now, let us see. A, B, C, D, E. Fill in the blanks using the appropriate phrase soon, as soon as, then, hardly when, scarcely when. You just have to wait, students. Like, I'll come back to this. I have not yet taught you this one. Just wait. Just wait to this E exercise now, right? Rewrite the following, the same thing, like as soon as, no sooner than. I'll come back again now. This is verb chapter. I'll just have to explain about that. Under the chapter verb, I will explain again now, right? Very good. Now, again here now, both, like Sita is both. Now, this exercise, we can easily do it now. Sita is both beautiful and clever. So both and, not only, but also, as well as, we can also use. Sita is not only beautiful, but also clever. That expression also is possible. Okay. Not only the lion, you see, after not only, the lion is noun, but also the tiger. Now, again, now you see that Sita can sing as well as. So very easy exercise. Okay, right. That's one thing. Just for your challenging point of view, I'll just come to 1 more exercise now. You see here now, combine each of the following pairs of sentence into 1 sentence in 3 ways by using both and, not only, but also, as well as. I'll try to take one example. So you should learn English, you should learn Hindi now. So what you should say, you should both learn English and Hindi. Yeah, you should learn both English. Like, what is right, students? Now, you should learn both English and Hindi. Is it okay? Sometimes we need to be very careful now. Now, you should both learn English and Hindi. You will be wrong. You know why? Because this expression, like, after both, what you take, like noun, yeah, what you take should be what we call it as like verb now. So you should both learn English and learn Hindi. See, both and. So after both, if it is verb, there should be verb also. So you should both learn English and learn Hindi. Yeah, you should learn both English and Hindi. Expressions should be what we call it as after both what you are trying to use now. Whether you are using the word, you should learn both English, that will be the right sentence. So rather than you should learn both English and Hindi now. So that learn is not repeated again now. If you are using here now, you should what we call, you should both learn English and learn, again verb is repeated, so not necessary there. So you have to say you should learn both English and Hindi. After both, you are getting the word noun here, and again after the expression and also you get the expression here now, same like, right? You should not only learn English but also Hindi. Yeah, you should you should not only learn English but also Hindi. That expression is also good now. You should learn English as well as Hindi. So that expression also would be all right. So students, now in case of confusions, like, definitely I'll come back to you this one. Now you just work out with the others expressions and see now here. Let me check with that H bit now. Now let us see. He ran away lest he should be seen. Now you see the word lest. I told you the word should be there now. Replace the sentence above now. The same thing, you just replace it, that's all. He ran away for fear that he should be seen. Over. He ran away in order that he should not be seen. He ran away so that he should not be seen. Because lest is a negative word. Lest is a negative word now. That's why you find the word now negative, negative, and fear also is negative now. Everybody understand, students? Now very good. Now let us see. Fill in the blanks using appropriate conjunctions like besides. I have not yet come back to teach you. There are some expressions I want you to do it by yourselves now. However, nevertheless, otherwise. So therefore, like, provided, but for, not asked very much, but these are all conjunctions like. I just want you to work out with some dictionary. Check it, and if you have any difficulty, you come back to me. Okay, I'll definitely help you. What we call it as these one students like now, right? I bit now, right? It's okay. These are some other conjunctions. These are all subordinate conjunctions. So this again the continuation of that one. Continuation of that exercise. Yeah, J bit, you see, I shall not come except you need me. No, we don't say I shall not come except you need me. I shall not come until. That's some kind of expressions, you should use it. I'll come back to that one, students. Now, right, let us see. 1 minute. Yeah, if you can just work out this exercise also, students, this is a very easy exercise. If you can just go through that one and check and see, it's easy. Like, for example, like, I shall not come except you need me. So what is that? I shall not come except you need me. Is that right? Or what we call it as, like, there is some other expression that you need to go. Some sentences like you need to correct them by. So for example, if you say, maybe if you say, I shall not come except you need me. What is that expression? I shall not come except you need me, students. Now you should say, I shall not come unless. That's the meaning, no? That's what you have to say. Unless. Yeah, I shall not come unless you need me. Don't say, I shall not come except you need me, students, like now. Next one. Without you apologize, I shall punish you. What is without you apologize now? Unless you apologize. Again, unless. Unless you apologize, I shall punish you, students, like now, right? He behaves like his father does. Last time I told you, students, now like is a preposition. Now how can it join two clauses? Like, this is one clause and this is another clause, and like is a preposition. If like is a preposition, can it does the work of a conjunction like? No, therefore the sentence is wrong. So what we have to use here now? In the place of like, we have to activate the word as his father does will be the right expression, students. Now let us see. This is as good, if not better than that. Now, if you are using the word as, that we also have to end the word with as also, right? So therefore you should say this is as good as. This is as good as, if not better than that, we should say. As my brother Mohan is the test again now. So this is one clause and this is a phrase. How can a clause and phrase can be joined by a conjunction now? There should be like terms. Like terms like. So two clauses can be joined. Two phrases can be joined like. So as is wrong here, and what we should say? We have to use an expression like preposition like my brother Mohan is the test. That's what we have to say, students, like now, right? So sometimes we say, despite several days, the mission succeeded in its attempt to resolve the conflict now. So such kind of fill in the blanks like. There's one negative sentence like here now. Despite several days, the mission succeeded now. It is something like even though he worked hard, he failed in the examination now. So should we go with the positive word or should we go with the negative word now? So despite is a negative word, students, like there has to be a negative word in the sentence itself because he says succeeded like. Even though he worked hard, he failed. Now he failed means succeeded then. So even though he worked hard, he should pass. But because of the expression even though, now you see, despite is the negative word now. So which means despite problems, he succeeded. That is the meaning there. So, so despite what we call a succeeded, now succeeded means antonym of succeeded should be what now? Can it be delegations? No, it cannot be. Antonym of setback, antonym of succession or succeeded cannot be. Antonym of success should be failure, right? Should be failure. Can it be meetings? No, it cannot be. Failure, success, failure, like is it attempts? No. The right choice is what we call it as setbacks, like despite several setbacks, the mission succeeded in its attempt to resolve the conflict. So a little bit light, I'll try to throw for what we call it as strengthening sentences and contrasting sentences. Just you need to wait till I come back, students. Now, out of the following four sentences, select the most suitable sentence with respect to grammar and usage. Now, this is also a gate question. Now, let us see. Since the report lacked the needed information, it was of no use to them now. For example, you see that what we call it as students now. Out of the following four sentences, select the most suitable sentence with respect to grammar and usage now. So there is something wrong we can see. Okay, A, if you have any, no problem, let us see if any like. Let us see. The report was useless to them because there were no needed information in it now. The report was useless to them because there were no needed information in it. Okay, let us see now. There is something like, since the report did not contain the needed information, it was not real useful to them. What is it was not real useful to them? The sentence is grammatically wrong. It was not real. It was not really useful. That's what we should be. Since the report lacked the needed information, it would not had what? With would we have to use the expression now, right? You don't know that would plus V1 we have to use now. So with would he has given the word V2 he has given. So therefore this sentence also is wrong. Simple. Grammatical like. I will go, we say. I will went, we say. No, we don't say now, right? Since the report lacked the needed information, it was of no use to them now. The report was useless to them because there were no needed information in it now. No. Because like the what is the right sentence that befits here, students, like now, right? So only this sentence is grammatically correct and conveys the meanings properly now. So A and B, which sentence conveys the meaning properly? This one, like since the report lacked the needed information, it was of no use to them is better than the report was useless to them because there were no needed information in it. No. This doesn't give much of the sense of what the first sentence is. Therefore, this is again wrong, students, like now. That's wait till I come back to that. Till I come back to that now, right? So since the report lacked, this is the better sentence than better sentence now. That's what is the grammar and usage now. So grammar and usage, the report was useless to them. Why? That is giving because there were no needed information in it actually. So that is the mistake here, students, like now. So therefore, you need to work out with the right one, because since the report lacked needed information, would be better sentence than according to the grammar and usage, students, like now, right? There were no needed information. Actually, one more wrong here now. Information is uncountable and verb we cannot use now. So, and one more is the report was useless to them because there were no need in, and there were now. So what is there were now? Were is it referring to report or were is referring to information now? So report is singular and information is singular and the verb is here plural now. So therefore, grammatically wrong, students, like now, because there were no needed information in it now. In it's okay here now. But why were now? Okay, so that is the wrong again here now. One thing. Okay, very good now. Next, let us see. Out of the following 4 sentences, select the most suitable sentence with respect to grammar and usage. So what is wrong in, let us see now, students, now. It's a gate question again. I think you all should work out with this sentence. I will not leave the place until the minister does not meet me. I will not leave the place until the minister doesn't meet me. I will not leave the place until the minister meet me. I will not leave the place until the minister meets me now. Let me see who will give me this one now. Let me check with this answer now. Please go ahead with that. Work out and come back now. I'm coming to participants now, right? Let us see now. 1 or 2, let me see. Bharat. Bhukia Bharat. Okay, Arsha Kumar.
Yes, sir. Option D.
Good morning, Arsha. Okay, very good. Now, come on, can you explain me why option A is wrong? Like, because we have to give all complete explanations. Like just now I said, with would you cannot use had now. Would have we should say, not would had there. Have you seen the previous slide? Just. Arsha, have you seen the previous slide? Arsha, are you able to hear me? There's some problem with Harsha. Okay. Shilpa.
Option D, sir.
Option D. You have understood now why grammar and usage wise now. Okay. So what we call it as like, yeah. So sometimes you need to see both grammar and usage. Just tell me why, what we, sorry, just in the previous slide. Tell me, Shilpa, why A is wrong?
Sir, when until is there means sentence is saying I will not leave the place until the minister meets me. That's okay, sir. There is no use of until the minister does not meet me like that.
So what is wrong here now?
Sir, does not, should not, means does not, should not come here.
With means with until you cannot to use the word what? We cannot use the word which one?
Does not.
Does not. Yeah, actually not. Not even the word does, but because already until is here negative word. Why again there is a word negative now? This is one of the gate questions I have just taken out. Very good now. So therefore the sentence is wrong here now. Wonderful. I just want to Silva. I'll come back to you now. Good. Jayalakshmi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jayalakshmi. Tell me why.
Because until is already a negative word, we should not use again another negative, that is not. In the first 2 sentences, we have both negatives, sir, with until. Coming to the third option, meet is plural form of verb, sir. So as it is a single person denoting, so singular need to be used in the verb form also. So meets in the fourth option is correct, sir.
Now, B, tell me what is wrong in B? That's all again. B, what is wrong in B?
It is resembling same as option first option, sir.
Right. There's a word until negative
Until
and
is already negative,
allow-
again not should not be used.
and here it is in the contract form. Contract
Yes.
means the short form. Like, okay, therefore that is also wrong. Wonderful.
Yes.
You're wrong. Very good now. Right. Very good. Like, then for example, what is wrong in C? I will not leave the place until the minister meet me.
Sir, there meet is plural form of verb, sir.
Yes, until the minister. Minister is a singular.
Singular.
Is
So verb also should be singular. That is a plural form. So we need to
therefore this also is wrong now.
yes.
And only sentence which will be right is what we call it as I will
Option
not
D.
place until the minister meets me, students like now. Very good, Jayalakshmi. Good, very good now. Others, I'll come back to you, students like now. Right. Most of them have risen their hands. Like, please lower your hands. I'll come back. I'll come back, students now. Good. Other questions, I'll take care. I'll take care of other questions also. Come on, let us see now. Well, in case of any doubts that you have, you can just go with the key and start working with them, students like now. I've just given the complete key here now, this conjunction chapter. Please work out with that. And if you have any doubts, you please bring to my notes. But I want everyone to work out with this one, like, because there are a lot of questions that appeared in the examination now. Okay, right. I've given the fruit is so ripe that you can eat it. The fruit is ripe enough for you to eat it. Yeah, you can also say that. What sometimes you have to use the word for you also, because last time, what is it? The coffee is too hot that I cannot drink it now. Right now, you say the coffee is too hot for me to drink. So hot that I cannot drink it. The coffee is too hot for whom? They will also ask again. Na? The coffee is too hot for me. Actually, that has to be added there. So that addition for me, actually, we should say. So D, please go with that exercise as soon as I have not yet initiated. I'll come back to that. And in case if there is a problem, if you can work out, just do that. I'll just come back to that one also. Okay, right. So the expressions like both, not only, you see now, this book is both useful and interesting. Like, don't say this book both is useful and both is useful. And after both, if it is, then after that one also there should be verb also. So that follow the terms, please follow the terms now, right? And there is another exercise also. What is that? This exercise name is now. This is G. And I think that HI is missing, right? I will load that one also, students, like now that is missing. GH, that is missing there. I, J, K, yes. Okay, I'll take consideration that 2 slides are missing, students. Like, I'll ask them to upload their slides also. Okay, I'll ask them to upload that. Now this one is what now exactly? E. Okay, up to E we have here now. Then others I'll come back to us now. E, F, G. Then again H. Just that is missing. Okay, I'll come back to that. So with this small, I'll ask them to upload them immediately after the session. I'll ask you to upload the other key also, students, like, so that you can work out with this one. Very good. So this is a small bit of the chapter that where you need to work out. Okay. Now just allow me to go with the chapter, students, like now that is the, yeah, now let me just go with the chapter. What I have something else actually. I wanted to teach you something today. Right, here we go. So I just want to initiate the chapter analogy so that you can do it by again, like, so there are small bits of the other one, students, like, so let me just finish it up this analogy chapter. Then once I finish this analogy, then I'll come back to the the tenses chapter now. So we'll go with the analogy chapter here now, right? Let us see analogy. This is every year I find one question from analogy, students, like, so how can we think of leaving this chapter? So maybe if I can just brush it a little bit about that. So this is something based on the not exactly vocabulary. This is based on reasoning, students. So here we go with a little bit of explanation, so that I have already written there now. So that you can easily understand what exactly you mean by this one. Now come on, let us see what is analogy now. Here we go. Right. So if you go with the analogy, students, like now 1 mark. 1 mark. Every year I find this 1 mark, students, like in the form of fill in the blank, in the form of analogical sections, like what to some similar word, like, right? Okay, here we go. If you divide the word "anna," means the word "anna" means what we call it as like according, students, like, what is that? According. Plus, what is logi or logo? Logo means word, logo means truth, logo means subject, logo means science. I have already given now. So in one word, analogous means according to word, according to subject, according to something. In other words, like according to something. Or in other words, in relation to something. Like, what is in relation to something, students, like now? In relation to something is equivalent to analogous. So what is analogous, students, like now? Meaning, or what we call it as a synonymous. Synonyms of analogous. Analogous means similar. Similar to something. What is similar to something? What is in the same way to something? What is likewise? What is comparable to something? Like, what is parallel to something, students? Like something similar, something what we call it as a parallel to something, like now. So there are certain skills. What is that? Something parallel, what is something similar, that I have to look into, students, like now, right? So therefore I'll come back to this one also. Just so therefore let me just go with certain skills. What exactly the skills that we need to look into this? What should be analogous? What should be similar? What should be some ways same to? Let us see now. So some skills are needed in sorting out analogical questions, students. Now, first of all, identify the category or type of analogy. Supposing an analogical pair is given, students, like now, an analogical pair is given now. First of all, identify the type. Now, what is the type? I have given in my book at least 40, 45 types I have given now. The moment you have identified the type, you can easily determine one of the options in the given, what we call it as the one of the answers in the given options. So therefore, for example, students, like, let us say the type means what now, or category means what now. The moment this is the main pair, I call it as maybe main pair. And there are options like, A, B, C, D options. Sometimes examiner will give you something like carpenter is to saw, just carpenter is to saw, doctor is to dash. That's all. That's very easy now. Right? So what is this type? Something we have to understand. Identify the category, I said now. The moment I look at the word carpenter is to saw, first of all, I have to get in my mind carpenter is person. And saw is a tool. Person and a tool now. The moment I have identified person and a tool, always in analogical questions, identify the type. Rather than jumping into the conclusions, like, if you can identify the type, then the moment you identify the type, what will happen now? Now you see nurse. Nurse is what now? Again, person. And hospital, person and workplace. That's all. Person and workplace. So the moment you have identified the type now, I have given in my book, please. I'll be reading it. Now I'll go with the book also. Keep ready with the books now. Now I cannot write all these types in and waste my time as it is in the book, so that it's easy for me to read it. That's what I have not written on the, what we call it as, like, right? Let us see now. So the first thing is what we call it as, what did you say? Identify the category or type of analogy. Now identify the category or type. So there are 45 types. How many types? Like 45. There can be more than types, more than that. But I have given in my book 45 types. And the second thing is make relationship with the capitalized pair. Capitalized means the main pair, like main pair, by using a linking verb. Always you need to join them, students. Now you need to make a bridge. You need to build some relationship with carpenter and saw. Some bridge has to be made. Some relationship has to be made now. And how? Linking verb now. The moment I identify the word person and tool, I have already got the linking verb here now. Carpenter uses a saw in his course of his work. If we can identify one type that is equivalent to sorting out 50 analogical questions. How, sir? How it is possible? Like the link will remain same. Carpenter uses a saw in his course of his work. Doctor uses stethoscope in his course of his work. Astronomer uses telescope. Link will remain same. You can go on sorting out as well. That is the beauty of learning. That is the beauty of mastering the, what we call it as students, like, that is the beauty of mastering the types. So there are few only, students, like person and dash, thing and dash. There are person and some like 10. Thing and dash, there are 10. And something like antonyms and synonyms and antonyms, like then some degrees of compare, some degree wise, like. And sometimes what we call it as like animal kingdom. These are the ones who usually they test. That's all. Other than that, there is nothing in analogical questions. Nurse works in a hospital. Now already I got the link for what we call it as students, like now. Right? Referee judges in the court, what we call it as in the field. Always we don't use teacher to classroom now. Teacher works in the classroom, don't say, but use appropriate word, please. Teacher teaches in the classroom. So once you know the type, then you can sort it out 50 questions. One type is equal to 50 questions. That is the beauty. So let us work out now. So we are making a relationship now. In other words, what did we understand about these one students now? Making a relationship means, first of all, you should understand given main pair, that is a greater frequency between carpenter and saw, which means there is some relationship. Without relationship, analogy cannot be formed. The relationship can be synonymous, the relationship can be antonymous also. You will understand now. Nurse and hospital, there is a greater frequency of relationship. Nurse works in a hospital. Teacher to classroom, there's a frequency of relationship. There's high frequency of relationship between teacher and classroom. All right. So sometimes what we call it as like, right. So there should be some kind of a relationship. And that relationship is with the capitalized pair by using a linking verb. We have to use one linking verb to build the bridge. And what happens once you build the bridge, you make relationship with the main pair. Number 3, test with similar linking choices to confirm the answer. Now, what is testing with what we call it as a similar linking choices to confirm the answer, students? Like now, here we go now. For example, let us say the third room is to house. I'm just, first of all, what is the first thing that we have to see now? The first thing that we have to see the category. So room is something like what we call it as a part. And the house is a whole now, part and the whole. I've got the type here now. Okay, I've got the type now. Type, I have got it now, right? Make relationship now. What is the relationship? Once I got the type, then it is very easy now. So the relationship could be like something like, for example, like room is a part of a house. That's all. Over. I got the relationship now. Room is a part of a house. I got the relationship, students. Are you able to understand now? Now, once I got the relationship, then what I have to do now again now. So once I got the type, then I got the bridge, I got it now. Then what did we say? Test with the similar linking choices to confirm the answer now. So how to test now? Come on, let us see now. Once I got the relationship, room is a part of a house now. Okay, just let me explain now. These 2 dots means is 2. If it is plural, then it will be R2. Room is to house. This double colon means just as. Just as nothing but to what we call it as like just as similar to, same way to, likewise, comparable and parallel. That is the meaning of this one, students. Now, room is to house just as this main pair, just as this stem pair, just as this capitalized pair, you need to determine one of the options as your answer choice. So which means you need to test with similar linking choice like. So room is a part of a house just as, can I say, refrigerator is a part of a kitchen, same relationship you have to test. That's what your verb should be pakka. Your relationship with that verb, linking verb should be, cannot change. Room is a part of a house just as refrigerator is a part of a kitchen. Water is a part of a bucket. Furniture is a part of a room. Cabin is a part of a ship. Monkey is a part of a ship now. So you have made a relationship like part, the same thing that you have to apply with all the other ones now. Part, what we call as students. So you have tested to confirm the answer. Like once you have tested, what happens? Like there is a fourth rule, students, like POE techniques, process of elimination. Now, what is process of elimination? Something which is irrelevant, which does not fit to the main pair relationship, you need to eliminate now. So how to eliminate? Come on, let us see now. Room is a part of a house just as, can I say, monkey is a part of a donkey. And moreover, in gate examination, we have only up to A through D, but not E option. Like I've just eliminated one option. Can I say water is a part of a bucket? Nuisance. What is water is a part of a bucket like? You can pour water in a bucket. You can store water in a bucket, but water is not a part of a bucket, please. Are you able to understand, students? Now, water is not a part of a bucket now. Okay, right. So this option also is eliminated now. Now let us go with the refrigerator is a part of a kitchen now. Can I say refrigerator is a part of a kitchen now? Come on, tell me now. So what is your answer now? Refrigerator is a part of a kitchen. Furniture is a part of a room. Cabin is a part of a ship now. So what is your answer? Come on, let me see. Sanju.
Sir, my answer is furniture is a part of the room because refrigerator can be kept anywhere in our house. Sir. And in the cabin, it can be in reading also. It's not necessarily to be only in the ship. So I think furniture is definitely in a room.
But
so,
furniture is a part of a room. Can we say that?
Yes, sir, we can say it.
We can say that.
Yes, sir.
Refrigerator is a part of a kitchen also.
My opinion is like refrigerator can be kept at any room. It need not be kept only in the kitchen. It can be kept in hall also.
Now, one thing what I want to tell you, Sanju, is that now you should understand this analogy is nothing but it's based on reasoning.
Okay, sir.
And that's why it's called a reasoning test, we say. Okay. So
Yes.
it's not vocabulary. Many people say it is vocabulary. Like, no, it's not vocabulary now. It is based on, right. Very good now. Very good. Right. So finally, what is your answer, Sanju?
If I'm not wrong, it can be furniture is to rooms.
Furniture is a part, right?
Yes, sir, because every room definitely has a furniture. A kitchen need not have a refrigerator.
So answer is furniture is a part of a room.
Yes, sir. If I'm not wrong.
But just now you told me there can be a room.
I couldn't get you, sir.
There can be a room. You just now you told me something else also.
Okay, I said that a kitchen need not have a refrigerator, but a room will definitely have a furniture like that.
Okay, but in my house, refrigerator is in the kitchen.
Oh, I'm not aware of it.
What do you say? Okay. Okay, Sanju, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. Very good. Let me just see one more candidate and let me see now. Ashish Kumar.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ashish.
Sir, I think it's option D, cabin and ship.
Why not refrigerator and kitchen?
Sir, refrigerator can be anywhere, sir.
But in my house, it is in the kitchen.
No problem. In my house, it's not.
It is not there. Where it is? Your refrigerator in your house? Where it is?
So I think cabin and ship are, I mean, every ship has its own cabin
Okay.
where I think maybe there are controls.
Absolutely right. Because just now you told me, sir, if I say that in my house, the refrigerator is in the kitchen, you told me, sir, refrigerator is in the, what we call it as like elsewhere. Like, and some other students may come and tell me, sir, mera ghar mein to refrigerator to, what we call it as like maybe in the terrace. I can keep anywhere. Yes. So it's not a part of a house. So very good students like now. That's good. I'll just take it as that option now. Your answer, I'll take it as. Right, Ashish? Pratik?
Hello.
Pratik, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Tell me better.
Sir, the answer is option D. Cabin is a part of ship because here, like we referring, room is a part of house.
Okay.
Every house has the room attached. Means we cannot separate it from house. The same way, the cabin is a part of ship.
So it should be, if you say what call it as a ship, it should be cabin. Cabin should be part. Just
Yeah,
like
yes.
it's part of a house. Very good now. Wonderful.
But like in furniture and room, we can kept furniture anywhere. We can detach those.
Good explanation. So
Yes,
furniture need not be a part of a room. What you want to say now, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Very good. Good explanation. So furniture need not be. There are a lot of rooms. A newly constructed house, we call it as a room, but there is no furniture in it now, right? Very good now.
Yes.
Very good, students now. Others, I'll just come back to you now. You can lower your hands. Your friends have given beautiful explanation to that. Okay, I'll come back to other students now. Right. So here, the idea of the what we call it as now is that, so someone has said, sir, refrigerator can be kept anywhere, like, so need not be a part of the kitchen, like, very good now. So there are a lot of rooms. You call it as a room, but still there is no furniture. So you cannot say furniture is a part of a room now. That is what we call it as like analogy is not vocabulary, please. Analogy is based on, earlier this was tested in GRE. And once upon a time, this was there in GRE, but actually GRE removed these analogical questions. I don't know why. In the year somewhere last 2 years ago, they removed this analogical section. Otherwise, students used to work out very well with this chapter like. Right, wonderful students now. So that is one thing that we need to understand about this one now, right? So having understood, like, so what did you understand now? First of all, identify the category, which I have not yet taught now. I'll come back to that now. The second thing is like the moment you identify the type, then go with the relationship. Once you have understood the relationship, try to test it with all the other options also, students now. Then finally go with some POE techniques and eliminate the most irrelevant options now. So therefore here, the right answer is what we call it as a cabin and ship. Cabin is a part of a ship, we should say. Right? Wonderful now. Now the next thing is just let me straight away go with the strategies. So there are certain strategies also to sort out these analogical questions, students. Like one of the strategies of sorting out means it has a certain principles. It follows a certain rules like. So if the main pair is noun, students, like an adjective, the other options also should be and must be noun is to adjective, noun is to adjective, noun is to adjective, noun is to adjective. One thing in the examination, what you can do, students, like now, if you are good at parts of speech now, if it is a noun and here it is what we call it as a verb, you can eliminate this option very easily. Examiners do that. If at all, if I prepare that, I will do that. It has to follow certain decorum. Supposing this is what we call it as an adverb, students, like now, but its main word is adjective. So you can eliminate this option. Are you able to understand, students, now? So one of the strategies, students, like there are 10 strategies. One of the strategies is to identify the parts of speech in the given main pair and identify the parts of speech. Like that's one thing what we have to do now, right? I'll just go with one example, students, now. Cow is to intimidate now. So with this strategy, I just want to go with that now. Cow is which parts of speech? Like I think many would tell me, I just want someone want to tell me cow and intimidate is which parts of speech now? Anyone? I want someone now. Cow is which parts of speech? Because one of the strategies says before going to that, identify its parts of speech now. Is it a noun or is it verb or is it adjective? Someone in the class, please. Anil.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Cow is a noun, sir.
Absolutely go with noun. Wonderful students. Now, what is intimidate?
Intimidate. Adjective, sir.
The word is ending in ate. Sometimes it can be verbs also. Sometimes it can be. But actually, ate verbs, ate words are what, Anil? We have seen already ate. Okay, Anil, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, Anil. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you now. Right. Jayalakshmi?
Sir.
What it would be? Intimidate?
Verb, sir.
Absolutely right. You are right.
Yes. And it means it's scare.
Scare.
Yes.
Okay. You have given me the meaning also. Very good now. You also have given me the meaning also now. Right. Wonderful now. So what is our one of the strategies now? Noun is to verb now. So what I'm getting is that the main pair is noun. What pair is that? Noun is to verb. Noun is to verb. VERB now. Okay. So first of all, we have to check with this what we call as students like now. Whether all our nouns and verbs are, we have to check now. Let us check with them and see now. And cow, many of us know. If you don't know the meaning of cow, I have just given some parallel words. When I was teaching you vocabulary, you should know coward. Coward means darpuk, you say. So one who frightens. If you don't know coward, coward is, there is a movie. Cowardly, kavi, these words you should know. Right. Sometimes when we don't know what we call it as like intimidate, if we are good at dividing and conquering students now, at least we can do the word what we call it as like, see the word divide. So you are getting something like timid. Timid means fearful, scared. That's what Jayalakshmi said just now. Now in means into also. So fear into something. That is the meaning of now. So you got the meaning also something like fear now. Okay, wonderful. Now verb. So first of all, what I have to do, students, like now, I have to check and see whether what you have given me is what we call it as a noun. So let me see the word here. Jayalakshmi, tell me the word here, is it a noun or is it something else?
It's verb, sir.
It is verb. Wonderful, students. Now, what about stay?
It also comes under
Stay,
verb,
stay.
sir.
By default, if it is a verb, how many forms it should have?
3 forms, sir.
Three forms. V1, V2, and
V3.
That's all. Here, heard. Very good. Now, stay, stayed, stayed.
State.
What about fear?
Fear, feared, feared.
Verb. Very good.
Verb.
Now,
Yes, sir. It is also verb, sir.
pray, prayed.
Yes, sir.
Means some of your friends who told me that cow is a noun, which means you are wrong. Cow is, when all our verbs automatically, cow also will become now verb. Jayalakshmi, give me 3 forms of cow now.
Cow, cowed.
Very good. So you mastered the language. Oh, cowed.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Like horse.
Last heart. Yes, sir. On that we have
Right.
used many words. Nouns can be also used as verbs.
Nouns can also be generated as verbs also.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Some of the nouns can become now. So therefore, sometimes one should not jump to conclusions like students. You need to check. And someone has already told me intimidate is verb now. Listen also is verb. Leave also is verb. Threaten is verb. Kneel is verb, means it is matching. So what does it match now? So what are we getting here now? Verb is to verb we get now. So the dictum of, right, Jayalakshmi, I'll come back again now. Right, very good. Now let me just see that. Right. So sometimes what we have to understand, students, like now, just one of the strategies like now, if generally if it is adjective is to adjective, noun is to noun, yeah, they say take it for granted both are either synonyms or sometimes antonyms. Generally, synonyms are what we call it as antonyms, or sometimes both if it is even verb and verb now. But in this higher degree, students, like adjectives, like if both you find adjective and adjective, they should be either synonyms or antonyms. Like that's what one of the strategies like this. There are strategies, a lot of strategies behind that now. So verb is to verb also, either it should be antonyms or synonyms in one of the words. Like so, cow, covered. What do you mean by covered? Is a covered, we say. What do you mean by is a covered? Anyone in the class? Sanju, good morning.
So coward is someone who's not bold, who gets afraid of everything, or they get afraid of all the problems that comes in their lives. They're not bold enough to face it.
You are not bold enough. Have you activated this word somewhere in your life? Who's this?
Sir, I couldn't get you, sir.
Have you activated this word anywhere in your experience of life? Have you activated this one?
Sir, when during examination, sometimes we behave like a coward.
And someone being
We're
used.
not bold enough to face it.
My question is,
Yes, sir.
in your question, have you activated this word covered anywhere? Or have you spoken this word to somebody? Or have you heard it from someone?
Sir, while scolding someone who's not brave enough to use this word.
In speech or somewhere, people might have used this word covered. Is a covered?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right now. So that is the meaning of like covered again, like scared, fearful again now. Wonderful. So that's the meaning of covered. There's a covered is movie also. Kavi is actually known for obedience also. Their meaning is again fear. So what is the meaning I'm getting here now? I'm getting the meaning fear, fear. And someone told me fear and fear both are what we call it as what? Both are synonyms like. So to cow, now I'm just coming with the infinitive now. To cow is to intimidate. To cow is to intimidate. So that is synonymous words like. Now what are we have to find out here now? We also have to find out synonymous words now. Okay, let us see now. Hear and listen seems to be synonymous. Just wait. Stay, leave. You stay here, you leave. Both are antonyms like. So you can easily eliminate this option. Fear, threaten seems to be synonyms. No, they are not synonyms. Actually, they are antonyms. Someone is threatening you. As a result of that, you are fearful now, cause and effect. So therefore, this also cannot be now. When you pray, you kneel down and pray. Are they synonyms? No, sequence. One follows the other. So maybe, so therefore, this also is not your answer, students now. So what is the right answer here now? To hear is to listen. So the obvious analogical relationship is to cow is to intimidate, just as to hear is to listen. Are you able to understand, students now? So there are a lot of strategies. Like one of the strategies I have just taken is that parts of speech, like identify the parts of speech. Identify the parts of speech, students, like before looking into the options. Like so, this is one of the parts of strategies. So kinds of analogical relationships. I'll go with that. Then afterwards, so okay. Just 1 minute, yes. So what we call it as students, like now at a quick glance, what I want to do is that, there are a lot of, explanations I need to look into that. So sometimes the examiners will confuse you sometimes, like as I said last time. So maybe supposing if I take the word parliament. Parliament is to owl, definitely like So take care, Parliament doesn't mean you're now Delhi Parliament now. So that is how one has to work out and check and see now. So if you have the books in front of you, those students who have the books in front of, I want you to open this book, please. And analogical section, like there's a lot of reading necessary. Page number 1, students, like, please come down, please. Page number 1. So I'll be writing page numbers also. Please work out. Yeah, page number 1. 1 to the chapter, page number, complete page number, like I have illustrated. You see my book, you will appreciate it, please. You will appreciate my work, how I have done the work now. Yes. So up to page number 48 now. 48. Expect one question from this. And my assurance to everybody is that there wasn't any question out of my book. You bring to me previous year's questions. I will show all the questions from my book itself. So if you pay little attention, like, right? Yeah, someone asked me, sir, is how to prepare, like, if I just go through the previous year's questions, will it be okay? Can I do well in the examination? Or should I attend your lectures? Well, previous year's questions will give you kind of an idea, kind of a logic. But I told you, English classes, you should sit. You have to sit, students, like, because it's a novel subject to you. It's something like new subject to you now. Now, don't tell me, sir, I don't have books in front of you. Now, don't tell me. Those students who have books in front of you, just open the book, page number 1. Right, page number 1 now. Someone I want to confirm whether he is sitting with the book or not. Like, anyone in the class, just raise your hand and tell me, sir, yes, I have the book and I am with the book now. 3 participants, like Ashwant Kumar Reddy. Do you have the book in front of you? Ashwant. Jayalakshmi.
Yes, sir. I have the book in front of me.
Okay, which means like they have supplied the book also, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Those students who haven't got it already, I have told them and they have sent it, it seems. That's what they told me. I don't know, sometimes what happens, like this is a kind of a packages. I think like some students, it is what is there when you take the package with the books and without books. I don't know, that's their option is there. And those students who have not taken the books, at least then try to see from your friends and collect it from your friends and work out with them, students now. Okay, right, Jayalakshmi, you confirmed me that you have a book in front of you, right? Anil?
Yes, sir. I have a book in front of me.
Are you with the book? Very good, Anil. Good now. Right now. So if you have the books in front of me, my work will be very easy now. So I cannot always go now. Shirisha? Shirisha? Rupesh Kumar?
Yes, sir, it is, sir.
So how did you get this book? By post?
Yes, sir, by post.
Okay, very good, Rupesh Kumar. Right, which means most of you have the books. Now I'll be going with the book, students. Now please pay attention to the book, students. Now please pay attention to. Now others can lower your hands, please. Now Madhuri, Sonia, others can please. Sanju, yes. Some are still raising their hands, like, so what should I understand now? Right? Sirisha. Sirisha, are you there?
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sirisha.
Sir, I have book, sir.
Okay, you have the book in front of you. Very good. Now, come on, let us see. Good. Okay, you can just lower your hands now. Right. So look at that verbal analogical word, students, like now. First strategies for answering analogical questions, like you see that, trace the parts of speech of each main pair before forming the linking sentence. Now, did I not say that? You need to trace the parts of speech. Okay, right. Number 2, trace the category of the analogical relationship. So types of analogy. Just to bottom of the page, you will start now. So once I finish that, those strategies, then I'll start with the types also now. Okay, right, good now. Number 3, Test all the 4 choices with the similar linking choices before choosing your answer choice. Just now I have done that. Room is a part of a house just as refrigerator is a part of a kitchen, water is a part of a bucket. Now testing has to be done now. Very good. Number 4, test all the meanings of the words in the main pair before choosing your answer choice now. Yeah, please test it. Parliament, does it mean by Delhi Parliament or some other parliament now? Test the words meanings also, please. Right? Just now, cow. You thought it is noun, but it is not noun there. Work out, please, work out. Number 5, if you reverse the order of words while forming the linking sentence, you must do so with every pair in the choices now. Now, the simple is nothing but if you have begun your relationship from the left side, continue to maintain the decorum from the left side itself now. Your main pair is from the left side sentence and the right side options. No, don't go with that. If you have started the link from the right side, making a sentence, try to maintain the decorum from the right side students now. Don't jumble it up the relationship, please now, right? Refine the linking sentence with when it fits more than one pair among the choices. Sometimes what happens, like you will find more than one pair as answers, like try to refine it and types will help you now. I'll come back to that. Number 7, ignore any correspondence you may find between a main pair word and a word in answer choice. Sometimes what happens, I'll tell you students now. Maybe there is a word here now, fruit. Okay, there's a word what we call it as like fruit now. Maybe options like A, B, C, D. Okay, and there one of the options is what we call it as a mango here now. Don't simply jump to conclusion. There is a word fruit means mango. No. What it says now? Ignore any kind of a correspondence you may find between main pair and a word in an answer choice. Now, don't jump to such kind of relationships. So fruit is there, so therefore mango should be an answer. No. And one more thing I should say, your relationship is horizontal, please. That noun has something to do with adjective and adjective has something to do with noun now. Okay. Your relationship is horizontal, not vertical, please. So don't go with vertical relationship, please. No, vertical relationship is not an analogy. Horizontal relationship is an analogy. Okay, right, wonderful now. Number 8, use intelligent guess to get the meanings of an unknown words in the main pair. Sometimes intelligent guess, just now I told you now, elimination process and all like. The same relationship in reverse order is not an analogy. So supposing what is the same relationship in reverse order is not an analogy, students, like now. Supposing I say maybe what we call it as like, supposing I say, dog is to kennel. Dogs are kept and grown in a kennel now. Options like A, B, C, D, supposing examiner has given. Sty is to pig. Now let us see now. Dogs are kept and grown in a kennel. Where is your, this is the way that you have gone from left to right relationship now. But in C choice, you will find is pigs are kept and grown in a sty. Can this be your answer? No. The same relationship in reverse order is not an analogy. No doubt pigs are kept and grown in a sty. The same relationship in reverse order is not an analogy, which means what should be your analogy? Pig has to be here now. Pig is to sty. This should be your answer. Dogs are kept and grown in a kennel, just as pigs are kept and grown in a sty, we should say. Not that sty and pig now. So the same relationship in reverse order is not an analogy. Do not omit any question. In case of doubt, make an intelligent guess. That is the last one, students now. Here we go at a very quick glance. Kinds of analogical relationship. I'll just take only one now, and others you need to work out now. You see that first one, kinds of analogical relationships or types of analogical relationships now. So first 1 to 10, I think students, like they are based on person and a dash. The moment you look at an analogy, first of all, categorize. Sir, person and dash. Very good. You got the link. You will not waste much time in examination now. Human being and tool, which means person and tool there now. One of the examples now. Carpenter is to saw, just as writer is to dash, they say. Carpenter uses a saw in his course of his work. just as writer uses a pen in his course of his work. Just now I told you. What do you mean by knowing one type is equal to sorting out 50 analogical questions? Now you see there, astronomer, the same link will remain now. Astronomer, now turn the page, you will understand page number 2 there. I'm just reading page number 2 there now at the top. A carpenter uses a saw in the course of his work, just as a writer uses a pen in the course of his work. Like the sentences linking each of these pairs of words are similar to that in the first example. Since the analogical relationships among all the pairs of words are identical, you can group them in pairs in any manner, such as now carpenter is to saw, sailor is to campus. Relationship is same. Sailor uses campus, writer uses pen, physician uses stethoscope, astronomer uses telescope, just as mentioned uses plumb line students now, right? You see the bottom also. Some examples I've given there now. A farmer uses a plow in the course of his work now. And the same relationship uses till, woodsman and axe. The last one, you see that? Angler uses tackle, artist uses brush, baker uses oven, blacksmith uses anvil. And the last one you see students now, woodsman uses axe now. Did you understand what I'm trying to say? If you know one category, you can sort out at least 50 analogical questions now remain. This is what we call it as the relationship will remain same. You cannot change now. Next, number 2, human being and workplace, please. Human being and workplace. Let us see that. Scientist works in a laboratory just as a nurse works in a hospital. Human being, again. Sometimes the words may change students like now, right? You see there, third example there. Waiter is to restaurant, teller is to bank. It's a gate question, please. Waiter works in a restaurant just as teller works in a bank now, right? The third example also, it is an example already it has come in the examination now. Teacher is to school just as a judge is to court. Teacher teaches and the judge, what judge does now? Judge, maybe you can say like judges we can say, or judge, what we call it as like now, right? Yeah. What does judges do students now? A judge works in a court. Yes, if you want to use the word like no problem, but the right word is that judges. So you can also go like number 3 page number, you see that bold ones. Already they are all gate questions. Actor acts on the stage. Judge, court, teacher, classroom, conductor, train, gladiator, arena. The main word was gladiator arena. That is what they have given now. So gladiator, what does gladiator? You have seen the movie also. Gladiator, what does he do students now? Gladiator fights in an arena. Arena is a kind of a stadium. Don't say gladiator performs now. So gladiator fights in an arena. Can I say just as options they have given like A, B, C, D? Conductor fights in the train. Judge fights in the courtroom now. Actor fights on the stage. Can I say that? Teacher fights in the classroom. Can I say that? No. So gladiator fights in an arena. In my book, teach what we call it as like judges to court. But examiner has changed a bit. He said lawyer is to court, he said now. You have to match with the main pair. So gladiator fights in an arena just as a lawyer fights in the courtroom. That was the answer students like now. So slight change was there. Now number 3, human being and product like. So carpenter, furniture, artist, picture. A carpenter produces furniture just as an artist produces a picture. So can you work out like that students like now? Yes, you see that. So my work, if you see, you will appreciate it. And one more thing is that if you have gone through that students, like definitely expect one question from this one now, right? Produce like page number 4. And number 4 also, human being and goal like. Every human being has some goals. For example, prospector, oil, alchemist, gold. What is prospector now? Analogical relation between these pairs of words can be expressed as a prospector seeks oil. Now the word human being and goal is always the word seek. So you need to underline the word seek here now. An alchemist seeks gold like. Explorer seeks new territory. Archaeologist seeks artifacts. Entrepreneur always seeks profit, just as employee always seeks what? Seeks means finds or gets. Salary, applicant, job. Applicant's goal is now. And in this one, students, last second one, student knowledge. Gate question, please. Student seeks knowledge. Please work out with that one and see. A writer seeks copyrights or royalties for his work, students. Now, number 5, human being and what he avoids. Like sometimes we avoid something in our life. Sailor always avoids. Avoid is the linking verb here now. Reefs just as a driver avoids roadblocks. Teetotaler avoids drinks. It depends only on tea, right? Just as a pacifist avoids violence. Misogynist, it's a gate word, already appeared in the word now. Mis means hate, gyna means women. A person who hates women is a misogynist. Vegetarian hates meat, or vegetarian avoids what we call it as students now. In this, the last word, a frugal person avoids extravagance. Like frugal is to extravagance. Extravagance means spending lavishly. But I told you, frugal person is an economical person, right? And page number 5, acrophobic, underline the word phobia. Gate has tested phobia, list also. And what is that word that appeared in the gate here now? Page number 5, first row, last word now, xenophobic. Already that appeared in the gate now. Xeno means like foreigners, fear of foreigners. Please work out with this one, students, like work out like next month. Number 6, human being and speciality. Now, what is human being and speciality now? Cardiologist treats the hearts of the disease, just as orthopedist treats the hearts of the bone, students. Now, lot of questions appeared from this one now. Come to the bottom, I'll tell you, students, now. First row, second one, dermatologist skin. Already they appeared in the gate, students, now. Now, pediatrist is to feet now. That also appeared in the gate, students, now. Pediatrist now, right? So, sorry, not pediatrist. It's actually podiatrist now. PE, you just correct the spelling, students. Pediatrist. Spelling correction now. And pediatrist, sorry, that is right, please. The last one now. Pediatrician now. The last one, you see that? Third row, pediatrician children, that also appeared in the gate, students, like now. Peda means what we call it as like pediatrician now. Peda means actually stamping your feet. Pedestrian. Stampede means stumbling like, see, you're stamping on something like. But what is the relationship between your feet and the children now? In those days, pediatricians are those ones who used to lead the child, students, now. That's the meaning of actually like. If you are leading the child, if you break the word divide, and you will get a lot of meaning, students, now. So one who leads a child, which in other words, one who takes care of the child, is called a pediatrician, students, now. Gynecologist, women. Please work out with this one. Already questions have appeared in the gate. Number 6, page number, human being and skill now. Athlete, agility, surgeon, dexterity now. So an athlete requires agile movements, means quick movements. Just as a surgeon requires dexterity, means working with both the hands now. That is called dexterity, students, now. Can you work out like that? Please work out. There are questions from this one also. Very good. Number 7 now, we are coming to, there can be many more, students, like. Yeah, number 8th one now, human being and client. Doctor works for his patient, just lawyer works for his client, like. So that is the, sometimes human being and client. Then again, person and interest. Maybe person and relationship. There can be many others also. I have just limited to 8 only. So first 8 are person and dash. Next ones are thing and dash. I call it as like object and purpose now. Bait is to fish, just as snare is to birds. The purpose of bait is to catch fish, just as the purpose of snare is to catch birds, students, now, right? The purpose of saccharin is used as a substitute to sugar, just as margarine is used as a substitute to butter, students, like now, right? Please, measuring tools at the bottom, please learn. Examiner may test these ones, like altimeter tests height, barometer tests pressure, bathymeter tests depth, tachometer tests rotation, like seismographic machine tests the speed of the earthquake. Right now, so please work out with those ones now, right? Number 9, page number 9 and the 10, object and place now. So thing and place, we can call it as like gallery paintings, like paintings are exhibited in a gallery, just our cars are exhibited in a Showroom students now, right? Please work out with these ones now. Number 11, thing and matter. Cloth is made from cotton just as steel is made from iron. Okay, work out now. Right. Now page number 10 students now, 12th one now. So I'll just move a little faster with one. Article and what it contains, like a coffee contains caffeine, just as tobacco contains nicotine. Thing and what it contains, we can call it as students now. Milk contains protein, just as whiskey contains alcohol. Please work out. Number 11, objects that go together. Sometimes things go together. Piston and cylinder goes together, just as razor and blade always go together. Bacon and eggs go together. Lock and key go together. Bulb and socket go together. Motor and pestle go together, students now. Bow and arrow go together now. Number 14, gesture and purpose, like thing and purpose, we can call it as like exercise, strength, practice, proficiency. The purpose of exercise, we exercise in order to gain strength. We practice in order to gain proficiency. Wonderful, students, work out with that. Number 12, action and place. A play is held in a theater just as a match is held in a stadium. You see the word bottom, there is a word like baseball, diamond. Diamond doesn't mean that diamond of court. Baseball is placed in a place now. Number 16, young and the grown up. From here, animal kingdom also have to be learned, students now. Cub is a young tiger, just as calf is a young cow. Please learn them. Because already they have tested this one now. 13th one, like second row. You see that tadpole is to frog. What is the young one of a frog they asked last time? Tadpole. Very good now. Number 17, antipodes. Antipodes means antonym, students, like cow is the feminine gender for bull, just as bitch is the feminine gender for a dog. You see in the first, the second row, buck doe. Examiner has already tested now, kind of a deer. So buck doe has been already raised in exam. Number 14, animal, bird and sound. Lion roars, cat mews. Try to understand. Number 19, territory, which means where the animals are kept and grown there. Dogs are kept and grown in a kennel, just as pigs are kept and grown in a sty. Number 20, science and subject. Very, very important, students now. Botany is the science that deals with plants, just as astrophysics is the science that deals with the stars. Please work out. Number 16, page number, symbol and meaning. Dove symbolizes peace, just as a flag symbolizes a nation. Peacock symbolizes pride, just as phoenix, or sometimes sphinx. So in Egypt and all, you find something like head of something, body of something like. It symbolizes a mystery. Very good. Number 17, 22 number, gesture and meaning. When you nod, it is a sign of agreement. When you smile, is a sign of enjoyment, students, like now. Yawning, boredom now, right? You hug somebody, that is a sign of affection. You see, I am yawning now, it is a sign of boredom now, right? Very good now. Now, sometimes definition, students, like. Yeah, sometimes they're all asking the meanings of some words like Friends, I'm just running short of time also. Yeah, wonderful. So this is something like symbol and meaning you find there now, right? Then again, you find something about the of what we call it as like gesture and meaning also we have seen now, right? Wonderful students now. Just a quick glance, please let us see the word 18, page number 23, definition. We need to just define them, students now. Counselor advises, doctor cures, like come to the bottom there. Altruist, what we call it as now, is a selfless person, like selflessness. He does this define. We need to define the words like. Number 19, unit of calculation sometimes means a unit of measurement also we say. So what is that unit of measurement, students, like now, right? So unit of calculation like mile, distance, degree, temperature. Now distance is measured in miles, just as temperature is measured in degrees. Like I'll just take one more, students, like we are running short of time already. Students might be leaving some places like vicious circle. Like what is vicious circle? Like what we call it as like cause and effect. Like vicious circle means cause and effect. Like jam causes disease just as carelessness causes accident, students, like now, right? Very good. Maybe just I'll drop it here. Maybe 26th onwards, I'll continue in my next class, students, like now, right? Already sometimes I should not continue the class because students may be going to colleges. So I'll continue with this one, and tomorrow I'll be starting with the chapter verb, students, like now. I need 2 more extra sessions. I have asked them and they will grant me. And so tomorrow we'll try to wind up the tenses and the verb chapter will get over main things like. And one day we'll take up adjective and the other day will be preposition, students. That is how I have decided about this one, like, right? And one of the same days is like that reading comprehension and sequence of sentences also will be taken into account, like, right? Very good. Now, good, students. Any doubts? Those students who are here, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Someone asked me, dunce means foolish, stupid. Screen share was stopped. It's okay. Good. So it's okay. You already, some students have queried me. Sarthak, you didn't get your books. They said they have already sent the books to students. Like, I don't know why, whether you have opted it or not. That option depends again. Okay. I have already told them. They said they have forwarded the book, students, like now, right? So no students have raised their hands. We'll meet again in my next class, students. Again, today also I will tell them to forward the books because meanwhile you need to have the books, students. Like, how can we go without books, like, right? So as far as possible, I'm trying to give the slides also. Okay, right? So today, whatever we have done, that you will get it, like, okay, right, students, like, have a nice day. We'll meet again in my next class tomorrow, right?